8 television productions were suddenly forced to face the unthinkable, losing an actor before the story was finished. Some collapsed on set, while others died as their series was still being filmed. Stay until the final story, because one beloved star vanished during the production of a teen drama watched around the world. Before we begin, tell us which actor you remember most. Subscribe and activate notifications for more respectful tributes to unforgettable television stars. Our first tribute is dedicated to Jon-Erik Hexum. At 26, he seemed destined to become one of television's biggest action stars. After leading the science fiction series Voyagers, he joined the CBS drama Cover Up as Mac Harper, a former soldier working beside fashion photographer Danny Reynolds. His athletic presence, confidence, and easy humor quickly made him central to the new series. During a production delay on the 12th of October 1984, Hexum handled a prop revolver loaded with blanks. Believing it was harmless, he placed it against his head and pulled the trigger as a joke. Although no bullet was fired, the force at such close range fractured his skull and caused catastrophic brain damage. He was taken to the hospital and declared brain dead 6 days later. His family agreed to donate his organs, allowing several people to receive life-saving transplants. Cover Up continued with another actor, but the tragedy permanently changed the atmosphere of the series. Hexum's death remains one of Hollywood's clearest warnings that blank ammunition can still be deadly, and that safety rules on a set must never be treated casually. The second name is Red Foxx. Long before his final series, he had become a television legend as Fred Sanford in Sanford and Son. His sharp timing, raspy voice, and famous fake heart attacks turned him into one of America's most recognizable comedians. In 1991, he returned to network television in The Royal Family, playing a retired postal worker opposite Della Reese. While rehearsing an episode at Paramount Studios, Foxx suddenly collapsed. At first, some cast members thought he was performing another joke because his most famous character had pretended to suffer heart attacks so often. The laughter stopped when everyone realized the emergency was real. Foxx was rushed to the hospital and died later that evening from a heart attack at the age of 68. The royal family attempted to continue without him, but the loss of its central star changed the show completely. Red Foxx had spent decades transforming hardship into comedy, and the circumstances of his death created a heartbreaking contrast with the routine that had made audiences laugh for years. Our third tribute honors John Ritter. He first became a household name as Jack Tripper in Three's Company, where his extraordinary physical comedy turned simple misunderstandings into unforgettable television. Decades later, he found another successful family sitcom with 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. On the 11th of September 2003, Ritter became ill while rehearsing for the second season. He experienced severe chest pain and was taken to a nearby hospital where his condition was initially treated as a heart attack. Doctors later discovered an aortic dissection, a tear in the body's main artery. Emergency surgery could not save him, and he died that evening at only 54. The writers chose not to replace his character. Instead, the series confronted the father's death directly, allowing the cast to express grief that was painfully real. Ritter's final program became a tribute to the warmth, kindness, and vulnerability that had defined his entire career. The fourth actor is Nicholas Colasanto. On Cheers, he played Ernie Coach Pantuso, the sweet, absent-minded bartender whose confused observations often carried unexpected wisdom. Colasanto was older than most of the cast and became a father figure behind the scenes as well as an essential part of the fictional Boston bar. During the third season, a long-standing heart condition made it increasingly difficult for him to breathe and work. He missed several episodes and was hospitalized, but he hoped to return. On the 12th of February 1985, Colasanto died of a heart attack at home at the age of 61. That night's scheduled taping was canceled as the cast and crew mourned together. Cheers later explained that Coach had died and introduced Woody Harrelson's character as his former pen pal. A photograph that had belonged to Colasanto was placed on the bar's set and remained there for the rest of the series. Even in the final episode, that small image quietly reminded viewers that Coach had never truly left Cheers. If these stories are touching you, take a moment to subscribe and share this video. Your support helps us continue remembering the people behind the characters with dignity and respect. Our fifth tribute is dedicated to Michael Conrad. As Sergeant Phil Esterhaus on Hill Street Blues, he opened Roll Call with authority and ended it with the unforgettable warning, "Let's be careful out there." His character brought order and compassion to a police station filled with pressure, conflict, and unpredictable danger. Conrad won 2 Emmy Awards for the role, but during the fourth season he was fighting urethral cancer. Even as his health declined, he remained part of the cast and continued working for as long as he could. He died in November 1983 at the age of 58, while the season was still in production. Filming was temporarily suspended after the announcement. The series later revealed that Esterhaus had died off-screen, turning the loss into part of the precinct's story. His familiar roll call phrase survived him and became one of television's most enduring lines. Michael Conrad proved that a supporting character could become the emotional center of an entire ensemble. The sixth name is Dolph Sweet. He played Police Chief Carl Kaniski on Gimme a Break, a widowed father raising 3 daughters with the help of Nell Harper. Sweet brought a stern but affectionate presence to the sitcom, making Carl believable both as an authority figure and as a man still learning how to hold his family together. Sweet had been living with cancer, but he continued appearing in the series despite treatment and periods of poor health. He died in May 1985 at the age of 64. After the program had already been renewed for another season, the producers eventually wrote Carl's death into the story, rather than pretending the character had simply disappeared. The episode dealing with his absence gave the fictional family a grief shared by the actors and audience. Gimme a Break continued, but its emotional foundation had changed. Dolph Sweet's final years showed his determination to keep working, even while facing an illness that few viewers fully understood. Our seventh tribute remembers Selma Diamond. Before becoming an actress, she had already broken barriers as one of the few women writing comedy for major American television programs during the medium's early years. On Night Court, her raspy voice and dry delivery made bailiff Selma Hacker instantly recognizable. The role had been created with Diamond in mind, and her short remarks often produced some of the sitcom's biggest laughs. During the show's second season, however, she was battling lung cancer. She entered the hospital in May 1985 and died at the age of 64, while Night Court was preparing to continue. Her character was not recast. Another bailiff was introduced, but Diamond's unusual comic rhythm could not be duplicated. The final name is Luke Perry. He became a symbol of 1990s television as Dylan McKay in Beverly Hills, 90210, then reached a new generation as Fred Andrews on Riverdale. As Archie's father, he gave the dark teen drama a calm, dependable presence and became one of its emotional anchors. In February 2019, Perry suffered a massive stroke, while Riverdale's third season was still in production. Filming was suspended after his death on March 4 at the age of 52. Rather than rush an explanation into the remaining episodes, the writers waited until the next season to honor both Perry and his character properly. The season 4 premiere became a farewell to Fred Andrews and included Shannon Doherty, Perry's former Beverly Hills 90210 co-star. The episode reflected the affection felt by colleagues who described him as generous, protective, and kind. Luke Perry's death proved that a performer can belong to 2 generations at once, leaving one audience mourning Dylan McKay and another saying goodbye to Archie's father. For viewers, the tribute showed how television can pause its plot and make room for genuine grief when fiction and real life suddenly collide. Thank you for watching until the end. Tell us which actor you will never forget. Share this tribute with another television fan, and subscribe for more stories honoring stars whose work continues after their final scene.